Hey y'all, I sure hope my phone stays connected. It kind of kept going in and out, but I am up at Blue Suede Shoes today, and I wanted to show y'all the door that I'm working on. And as you know, I've already done a video the other day showing you how to use Miss Lillian's gel stains, and this is what I used on the door. I'll go to the side so that you can see what color it was. That was the color, and I started to paint it, and I thought, So I went and got Miss Lillian's tobacco gel stain and thought, wow, I'll just use that and not have to paint. And as you can see, I kind of left it a little thicker here, and I've put on the iron orchid molds, and I painted them black, and then I used Miss Lillian's gilding jewels. And I don't think I have shown y'all that, but we will do that in another class or another live. And I wanted to show y'all how to apply one of the transfers. If I'm doing a chest of drawer or dresser or something like that, a lot of times I will cut my image here and then I will do it in pieces. That way I have more control, and I'll measure and have everything in place. And these are some of the molds that I've put on. And the key, it doesn't really have the skeleton part to it. So what I did is I just took and made two of them, glued them together, and then I took and spray painted them, and then used the gilding jewels and then glued them in there. And as you can see here where I left the gel stain, it was tobacco, was the color. You can see I kind of left it a little thicker, but I wanted it to look that way. And then I took my orbital sander and sanded to where I would have rough areas. As you can see down here on the bottom, this is really hard holding this tripod and looking at it this way. I've never done that before. But as you can see, I took off some of the paint here, but that's what I wanted. I wanted it to look really old, and I took some off here, and then I added these to that. Okay, let me get this set back up there, and I'm going to pull this in just a little bit, and hopefully that y'all can see this. But what I did is I put it in place, and then I taped it here and here. And what you do is I laid it down and I folded this piece, and then I placed it up here, and then you take and get it started. I gotta hold this door because it'll fly out from under me if I don't. And as you can see, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it's dark, and then whenever you rub and it's coming off, then it gets light, and you can tell then that your transfer is coming off. And then what I would do is I'll go ahead and remove these pieces of tape. Okay, and just throw them in the floor. I will pick them up. Okay, and then I'm going to reach underneath here, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to start pulling it. Of course, it wants to not cooperate. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull it, and I'm going to slide it, my hand down with it. So that it will stay into place. And if I want, I'll stop there and crease it again. And these are the only sticks that I'll use, because one time I was doing a tabletop and I thought, oh, well, there's a bigger piece of wood and it would work better. Well, whenever I did, it left wood marks. It left marks in the wood because it was pretty thick. So I don't ever use anything but these now. But I'm hoping that y'all can see how this is dark and then this is light here. Okay, that shows you that this has transferred and this hasn't. And there's a trick to it that I have found, that if you will take your stick and you kind of push, see how that's pushing that, and you get, I call it air, a bubble underneath, and then that will transfer. See how that did there? See how that did? If you get a little bit of air, then it comes off a lot easier. They've really got some pretty designs, and I am in the booth up front as you come in the door out at Blue Suede Shoes. So if y'all are interested, just stop and check and see what I have up there. And they have some new designs coming out. I ordered them. I haven't gotten them in yet. And they've got, I believe, I didn't take very long to look at them, but they're coming out with soap molds as well. And all the molds that I have up front, they're also food safe, and some of the girls are using them to make jewelry out of as well. But as you can see, it's not that hard. And you don't want to leave these in your car in the summer, and you really don't want to leave them out there in the winter either. Always take them in. Because the heat, it will affect them. It'll make them, the transfer come off on the white piece, and then they won't be any good. See how that, you get that air bubble underneath there and it just comes right off. And I'll show y'all here in just a second what it looks like now that it's transferred. I've usually done my transfers on like creams and grays. I've not really done one on a dark color like this, so I'm actually kind of anxious to see it myself. Oh wow, I'm gonna like that. Can you see that? That's really gonna be pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take a little more so that we can see. And whenever you're doing these, say like, now I've done this gel stain and it's been on for about 2 days, I guess. Now, if you were going to paint and then you wanted to do a transfer, you need to let your paint dry at least 24 hours before you try and put the transfer on. Although in class, we kind of pushed the limit and not really had any issues yet. So that's a good thing. And sometimes after I get my transfers on, because I'm more of a perfectly imperfect finisher, I will go in and sand some of the design off. And as you can see, this here is going to come over on this, but that's fine. That doesn't bother me in the least. Okay, let's look at that again, now that we've got a little more released. And then whenever you're through, you're just going to take your hand and kind of wipe like that. That is really going to be nice. I sure hope y'all can see that. All right. Go ahead and put this back up there and tape it. And I use the frog tape. That way I know that my finish is safe and it's not going to peel the paint off. So once you get that air to go in it, comes off pretty good. All right, y'all, I think that y'all have the idea of it. So I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me or ask me on Facebook. Y'all have a blessed weekend.